Righty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at Bellingham Beatdown Seaside Slam. We're going to be going right into our winners semifinals here. It is Aegis Rick versus Barry, which needs to be swapped up. I believe that's correct.
Round one.
All right.
Yes. Fight. I remember Aegis Rick from the last Seaside Slam, the spectacular, rocking that Oscar versus Barry's Kuma.
Yeah, from my understanding, Barry shows up, gets like top 4 in every Tekken tournament, and then says, "Okay, guys, see you later,"
and then disappears for 6 months.
Yeah, and rocks those bears in this game, and gets the Kuma every time.
Yeah, they made bears really strong in this game for some reason. Oh, nice counter hit, back 4, I believe. Gonna get the wall, and this should kill. Basic. Nice and easy wall combo from Aegis Rick.
Excellently done. So, the first round over here. Love the Pac-Man UI. Just noticed. I think at all trying to look for the round counter.
Oh yeah, yeah. That Pac-Man does look like another round light up, doesn't it? That is.
Yeah, that's what confused me for a second.
So like Barry's about to get the wall, just a little bit short. Gets the guard break into heat smash. Wait, that works.
Yeah,
I know Bears could guard break into heat smash.
That's something.
That's a 2-hit combo. Maybe that wasn't real.
Yeah, I don't think it was real.
I believe check that one later.
I believe that fish hit is 2 hits.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, Aegis Rick is going in with some strings. Barry getting caught, and now we've got Naniwa Gusto ready. Oh, gets the inner strength. And that will do it.
Yeah.
His playstyle fits Osco really well. He's super patient, doesn't overcommit a lot, plays very defensively, and Oscar has maybe the best set of defensive tools in the entire game. Lots of counter hits, lots of like evasive moves, evasive launchers that end up being safe. And then she also has some really good Tekken 8 stuff. Good plus frames, pretty good mix-up. She's pretty solid.
Yeah, Quarter, before logging off for the tournament here, said that Asuka is the definition of current war criminal for this game. Yeah, I'm seeing the nods.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah. Well, that being said, Aegis Rick immediately going up around here with Asuka. 3-1 in that first game. So we've got game number 1 over and done with. Potentially may have had. Okay, the button inputs seem to be correct. So we're seeing the character swap here over to Panda. Kuma only getting 1 round, swapping over to the other bear. That's a bumblebee, actually. I'm not sure why it's called Panda.
Yeah.
Get ready for the next battle.
I'm trying to. It's the last time I checked in on like which bear is better. Panda was the better one.
Round 1.
Just because Panda's stuff in heat is a little bit. Ever since they nerfed Kuma's electric, Panda has been better. Because Panda has that unbreakable command grab in heat that can lead to a wall splat, wall break. With Panda's back to the wall, which is really strong. And so I think for that reason, Panda is seen as the better bear. Kuma's still obviously very strong. Still has that electric. That electric is still a mid, I'm pretty sure. So strong in its own way, but you can't just electric into heat smash for free like you could in season 1.
That being said, we've been in the start of this round right out of the gate. Very good pressure from the get-go from Aegis Rick. Barry fought back with a good combo, but once again, that pressure started. And yeah, Rick right now is just rolling through Barry, making it look very easy, as it were.
Aegis Rick might be 3 for 3 on those counter hit launchers. Oh, gets the unblockable with the wall break behind it too. Oh, spike in the ground.
Into the
reload
kick.
That. Plus frames. Okay. Oh, we dropped it though.
Yeah, it's good to get the sweep hit on that. Gets the crush, but didn't follow up with it, unfortunately. And now the ground break into the combo. That is 2 rounds. The good news here is there's still stage hazard to work with here, but now at the very least, there's only 1 stage hazard, and it works into both players' favor.
Barry trying to get something started. There's a G clef, bear clef cannon. Can we get something at the wall? And they're just out of range. And that's a big whip. Aegis Rick is going to be able to work his way. Oh, that could have been a big punish off the wall standing launcher. He'll get some good damage off the throw. Oh, but sidestep into Tooth Fairy. Spike. Grounded hit, unscaled. Okay, good patience from Barry to avoid the unblockable. Nice rage art.
Yeah, powers right on through. This will be a good amount of damage. Put the game back into a neutral situation. Give yourself a little bit of time to work with and put your opponent potentially one hit from dead. Goes straight into heat activation. Just gets punched in the mouth and eats a low for his troubles. Oh my goodness.
That's the worst feeling when you're trying to make a comeback, is like you get a rage art or like a wake up super or whatever. You're just like, all right, I'm going to run in now and close it out. And you just run straight into your opponent's move. And yeah, I'm just right in the face.
I'm just thinking back to that like Thero clip with Dragon Ball Fighters, where he goes golden with Frieza as someone is vanishing, and he's just like, I think just transformed just to get kicked in the mouth. That's what that felt like. Yeah. There. Just got punched in the face. Yeah.
We don't need to go to that. Yeah.
Well,
so what round was that? That was winter semis.
Yes. So we'll still be seeing Barry in the tournament. Barry's still got a loser's bracket run to go. Winter semis does guarantee a top 8 placement today.
I'm going to pull up our bracket to see who else we've got. I know Raiden's in the building. We're going to see what other Tekken players we've got in the building. I think Macho Bunny and EPN entered. Did they enter Tekken?
No, they did not.
No, they did not. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll have some more Tekken 8 for you in just a moment here, ladies and gentlemen. As a reminder, you are watching Bellingham Beatdown, Seaside Slam. We've gone through 3 tournaments today. 2 XKO, which is still an awful name. I'm going to keep saying it. Still an awful name. Guilty Gear Strive, Street Fighter 6, and now again, of course, onto our Tekken 8
Here we go.
bracket.
Okay, so the other winner semi set is already done. Real Nasty Beetle 2-0 over Raiden. So it'll be Beetle versus Aegis Rick for winners finals. And then loser side, still got some ways to go. Gruff Goat plays the winner of Donut Lord and Dark Mage. Tamasha beat Mr. Scoot and is going to go up against Barry now, who just lost on stream. So yeah, it looks like we're going to have our winners final set coming up on stream right now. Aegis Rick versus Real Nasty Beetle. So we've got a Kazama matchup, actually. Because I'm pretty, if I'm remembering correctly, Nasty Beetle plays Jin versus Rick's Asuka. So after a unique intro. Perhaps really cool thing that Tekken 8 added.
All right.
Yeah, Real Nasty Beetle. I remember when he first showed up to Bellingham Beatdown, literally his first offline tournament ever, and he beat like everyone. I don't think he won the whole thing. I think he got second place. I think he lost to one of our Leo players. Probably Onion Knight.
That'll do it for sure.
But yeah, he did super well. Really exposed how bad our Tekken players are at breaking throws. But yeah, he's been making it up fairly consistently. He was at the Spectacular back in October, and he's back again in our top 3. Yes, we are good to go.
Get ready for the next battle.
All right. So once again, Aegis Rick back up on stream versus Real Nasty Beetle here.
Oh, these two don't have a unique intro.
Round 1.
Wow, these two don't even have unique dialogue. That's okay. Well, I just lied to everybody. I'm sorry. I was thinking of Jin and Zhao Yu for some reason.
Wow, lying on stream?
I know.
Can you believe this guy, chat? Can you believe him? Anyway, Aegis Rick had a very strong performance against Barry in the last match, but right now is not starting out the best in the gate, but with Season 2 Tekken 8, that can change at any given period of time. Heat activation on the side of real Nasty Beetle. Both players playing patient, right in each other's faces and still not swinging for anything risky. That being said, there is that big open up for a good amount of damage. A little bit of heat left, can go for a heat smash right at the end. Doesn't get it, but doesn't need it. Just gives the kidney punch for round number 1.
Could have spent the heat to guarantee that combo would kill, but we get the down 4-1 anyways. And it's interesting to talk about Jin in season 2, because in season 1, Jin was a monster. He had like the best, like a collection of the best moves in the game. Going into season 2, those moves got nerfed, and he is still a very strong character, but I don't think anyone would say he's like egregious to the level of someone like Asuka or Anna is. But still a very strong character. Still has a heat smash that can wall splat. Speaking of heat smashes.
Yeah, very nice heat smash there. Catch the situation. The side step completely lifts that sequence, and now the open up. Aegis Rick answering back with an immediate round there, and we've evened it up into round number 3. Not going to go down without a fight, but instantly gets opened up by the overhead on that heat activation.
Yep. Down 4-4. Aegis Rick is ducking right out the gate. Oh, nice whiff punish from Nasty Beetle. Going to take that heat smash. Probably could have wall splat if he did the kick version, actually. Oh, gets a wall splat anyway. Down 4-1-4. Missing the last hit. And a big counter hit from Rick.
That is a huge counter hit. Could seal the deal with one more setup here. Yeah, good heat. Gonna get the follow-up kick. That is the opener here. Just good patience, though.
No finish. What are we doing after this?
Good.
Smash.
Yeah, heat smash. Low. Goes low. Gets the catch. Yeah, it was in a rough spot with that life bar, but just brings it back. Great job from Aegis Rick to even up. Sorry, to go up 2-1 in
hands. First one that we've seen Aegis. He didn't throw out a single one against last set against Barry. Throwing it out against Nasty Beetle. Okay, spring kick gets him out of there. Wow, couldn't step around that. Electrics. Another heat smash from Rick. Ooh, ducks the high, but no punish.
Activation on the side of real Nasty Beetle, but just get the knee. Nothing followed up from it, just a straight hit. Heat smash, good damage. Gets all the way to the wall. Let's see if we get a splatter here. We do get it. That's going to be good damage. Not going to be able to kill, but just a one hit is all you need. And we're going to round number 5 in the first game. That means we're falling down to the final arena here. Let's see what we got.
So interesting to see Aegis Rick ducking this much in game 1. Against Beetle here. Oh, okay. Blocks it down 2. Big punish, but we'll take it. Nice. Caught him with the string. Nice duck on the wall, running 1+2.
Excellent punish there. Going to get full damage out of this. We'll drop it right at the end, but the heat activation is going to get a good heat strike there. Follows it up with the heat rush. No follow-up here. Just playing it very patient. Neither player going for grabs right now, but they're just in each other's faces, doing absolutely nothing. Looking for the other. That is a great punish. This will be great damage. Heat is on deck with the activation. Going to get that kick. What's the follow-up here? Does not go for the unblockable and just gets up immediately. Aegis Rick goes up 1-0 after what was a very, very solid first game there. Yeah, right here at the end. Oh, sorry, that is not the right game. It looks as if. Yeah, that's okay. We'll not worry. We won't worry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about it. Technical difficulties. Anyway, we're in game number 2 here in winners finals. Aegis Rick takes the first round.
Parry, full launch. See what Aegis Rick does with this. He can heat smash, break the floor, but he's gonna save it.
Yeah, goes to that down. Goes to the unblockable kick this time. Excellent kick there. Oh, another just hit back 4. Just crumples him. Good damage. He's gonna finish it up with the heat smash.
Did he spend the floor break there? I don't know why that happened.
I believe it's because it killed, so it wouldn't trigger the floor.
Maybe that's why. Okay, Nasty Beetle says I'll go ahead and take that floor break. Okay. Oh, down 14 whiffs.
Yeah,
and Nasty Beetle gonna take the next floor break as well.
Yeah, very high damaging combo here, ending at 76. Good block on the get. No proper punish though, but
Okay,
still
all right.
managed to get the follow up there for the perfect, answering that very strong dominant first round back with another one of his own.
Nice, forward 2, engage. Is it cannon? Oh, wow, back 3, dragon wheel kick. Let's see, we're gonna pop heat. Yes, sir. Spike him.
Kick you for 80 damage. Does only goes for one spin this time. Doesn't go for the full unblockable, but
Nice
situation. Punish there. That's going to carry that for another good 53 damage. Excellently done. Reload. 66. We're not done with the combo yet. I'm sorry. Just knees him in the gut. Carries so much momentum. Aegis Rick on a roll in that round as he looks to close it out here.
He's been getting so many counter hits with the back 4, with the 1+2, and he got a launching punch parry last round. He's got some good reads going right now. Nasty Beetle trying to find something with forward 4 of his own. Gets a forward 2.
Tries to go overhead, gets properly blocked. Does not.
Oh, he steps the forward 4. Clean launch. As we're gonna pop it.
Yeah, looking at over 80 damage, 88 on that combo. Extremely powerful. Just gets him again with a counter hit. And that is going to close game number 2. Aegis Rick, you know, Real Nasty Beetle is causing him to bleed, but that's all he's managing to do right now. Aegis Rick is just taking control when it matters and closing out these games in dominant fashion.
He has such a solid read on Nasty Beetle right now. It probably feels to Beetle that he just can't really do anything. I know most of the things that he's tried not gone well. He hasn't figured out these strings yet. Nice step there. Hey, hell sweep. Now we're going in.
Yeah, he's getting
Block on the low, but no punish.
He's getting some good straight hits in here, but he's not getting that big open up that he's looking for. Oh, but he's just getting thrown to the ground.
Now 1+2.
Just hits him low, and then he's getting those stray hits, and then all of a sudden Aegis Rick gets his own hits in and just keeps the pressure on until Nasty Beetle is dead.
That has been the big difference, that Rick has gotten so much more off of every situation than Beetle has. It's not just the combo damage either, it's the mix-up afterwards.
Yeah, you just gotta respect him so hard in that situation. Heat smash on deck, and all of that life. It's so hard to get out of that situation. Rushes him there. Absolute domination. Aegis Rick running through this game number 3 right now. Gonna throw it out with another kick. Gonna set up for the unblockable. Gets it. That damage. More pressure towards the wall. No heat anymore, but I mean, with this much level life lead, does that really matter? Does manage to finally get it open up though on the real side of Real Nasty Beetle. Can he convert it into full damage here? Drops it right at the end, but that is okay. That is the start you need to make the comeback in this game.
Yeah, good heat smash. 1+2, nice break. Blocks the power crush. Nasty Beetle got Rick in the position that he wanted to, but Rick just kind of blocked everything. Rick didn't crack. Could not open him up, and that is a 3-0 in rounds. And that first game was so close, but yeah, Aegis Rick got that win. It just slowly snowballed in Rick's favor, and yeah, Beetle could not find a foothold.
You could really see it where it was like right here at the end, just absolutely running him down, going for thing, gets a hit. Go like patient, goes for a thing, gets a hit, goes for a thing, gets a hit.
Yeah.
If this was the story of the entire round after that first game, it's just goes for a thing, gets a hit, pressure. That's a thing that really rolls it through. Aegis Rick will move on to grand finals here, and we'll wait in grand finals for the opponent that runs it through loser side. Real Nasty Beetle not out of the tournament just yet, but I got a little bit of a loser's run. One game before you get the grand final.
Yep. So we'll see who will be coming up to stream next. I know we've got a bit of a ways to go and losers to catch up. So
yeah, it looks like we're getting some of these sets be played Some of these sets are being played off stream right now. So while we look for another game to get for you all, I think we're going to go ahead and take a real quick break. With that being said, we're going to thank the sponsor of today's stream, Sliced Family Eatery. You can order online or by phone. You can pick it up between your sets. Using their app, you can get a $5 off on your first pickup or delivery order. And that is going to be right across the way from Bellis Fair Mall here in Bellingham, Washington. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Tekken 8. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at Bellingham Beatdown Seaside Slam with more of the Tekken 8 tournament. Looks like we're going to be seeing Donut Lord versus Gruff Goat here. And this is going to be in the losers side. This is losers round 2. So like I said, we've had...
This is losers top 8.
Yes, not loser round 2, top 8. Yes, so we are going to be seeing the Paul versus the Lars here. This is
Donut Lord Lars. I was wondering what character he was going to play.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing big meaty men slapping meat here, ladies and gentlemen.
Lars going to be doing some very weird anime-esque things. Oh, what's this custom? Is this a character? Is this? Oh, you know what? That might be Kyo.
I think that does give off Kyo vibes.
Yeah,
actually.
King of Fighters.
I can see it. I can see it.
Gruff Goat with the Paul. The Captain Falcon. Oh, you love this.
That is beautiful, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Gruff Goat played Tekken. I thought he played a different
Get ready
game.
for the next battle.
Here we are. Gruff Goat.
Cool to see him playing Paul.
Falcon. Yeah, that is a beautiful outfit. I love that.
It fits so well. Like it fits so well to the point where they should just make this an official costume for Paul.
Yeah, I could give a little bit of I'm sure it's not going to cost that much to get an F-Zero like crossover. Just do it. It'll be so worth it for you. All right, that being said, we're here in game number 1 between these two. This will only be a best of 2 due to the position of the bracket. That being said, both players right now trading these straight hits. Immediate heat smash there. Great damage. Rough spot for Gruff Goat. Gets just chopped and punched out of the chop that time. Good first round from Donut Lord.
Yeah. Just evading a lot of the stuff that Gruff Goat is trying to throw out right now. Nice orbital. Speaking of evasion, not going to get a big combo there, but we get the throw afterwards. Oh, wait, hold on. Does that throw give you a wall combo afterwards? Or keep you the heck out of that?
I don't know.
We have to fact check that one as well. Immediate heat burst from Donut Lord. If he gets the heat smash, this will floor break.
Yeah, and he also just plays it so patient. Good tech on the throw there. Nice block. No punish on the kick, but chop armoring through that. Very nicely done. Now you've got pressure on your side, but with a few buttons because of the crouch. You can punish that with a mid here.
Ooh. All second hit. That should kill.
Yeah.
Fist. Nicely done, Gruff Goat.
Yeah, excellently done from Gruff Goat to get that round. Not going to get 3-0'd in the first round here. Starts with a big palm strike on the throw.
Whoa! Been a little too crazy here.
I have never seen a Lars player use that move in my life. I'm surprised by like, did that get added? Like, I knew it existed. Nobody ever used it.
Are you talking about the palm move, the backflip?
Yeah.
I think you've always had that.
Yeah.
I mean, we see Tekken 7.
Yeah, I meant to say Paul. I meant to say Paul.
Fun fact, he damages himself when he does that move. When he lands on the ground, he takes damage.
Ooh, excellent open up there. That's going to lead to a good combo, but just the wall spot does not work out for him. Still manages to continue the string forward, and the pressure is going to equal final round here between the two, despite going down 2 rounds immediately. Ooh, good job catching the attempt at the flip kick.
Weird combo there. Oh, off the full string. Paul's got some underrated pressure in this game. He's solidly mid right now as far as tier list go, but he's got some really good stuff.
Yeah, the lean back causes the whiff on the side of Donut Lord and then just punishes that from earlier. Now you get that excellent job. He is on the line. We're just going to see all those jabs. That's just going to get the tech on the throw. Those punches are out. That's going to be a sidestep into the rage art here. Very nicely done from Donut Lord. Will get good damage and can equalize the game here. Heat Smash is still going to be on deck from Gruff Goat, so you got to watch out for that. However,
Rage art unfortunately did not do much damage to Donut Lord. And yeah, just runs right into some buttons from Gruff Goat, and that's going to be game 1.
Blue Falcon's looking a little different in this universe, I noticed. All right.
Tekken is more of a grounded. Well, actually, I take that back. There's some pretty ridiculous things in Tekken. I think it's technically set in the real world, but there's also like intelligent bears that know martial arts. So who knows?
Yeah, and there is also this funny little thing called the Devil Gene.
That too, yeah.
That's not quite as fantastical. Either way, right now we're seeing a good set between the two. Good damage.
I've never seen that throw before.
Yeah. How do you tech that one? Because I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea. Nice, good response there from Grubko. Getting some good damage. Another strike on the low. Getting good low hits here. The heat activation is going to be there. Just side step into the pat.
There's a throw again.
Yeah, it's the shoulder tackle.
He got the one break. He got the one break. He grabbed his left arm there, so I'm gonna guess a one break.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Donut Lord trying to find some buttons here that work. Oh, but gets ducked and launched.
Yeah, the first couple rounds were looking a little rough, but now it seems like Gruffco has really started to adapt and he's starting to get those. He's starting to recognize what moves are working here. Yeah, good punish there. Gets good damage. Does get the tech that time on the throw. Oh, just stuffs in the throwing for stuff. Heat activation, heat smash is going to get properly blocked. Back to neutral. Slight life lead here for Donut Lord, but that can evaporate in a second if you're not ready for it. Smacks the orbital out of the air.
Donut Lord has not been able to get his pressure to work like Gruffgoat has. Oh, the orbital whips. Donut Lord trying to find his way in. All he needs is one more good. Oh, that's not enough, but the jab is enough.
Yeah, Donut Lord now finally getting that round back after losing 4 in a row. I was going to say that Gruffgo looks like he's adapted and starting to see what things are working, but Donut Lord has now started to see that same vision. He's now starting to see what's working. Great job on the strike with the heat activation. Good tech on the throw from Gruffgo. Not going to fall for that, but you've still got a rough spot after you wait for that heat smash. And it is big whip punish. Excellently done. Jumps over and techs the throw. Donut Lord right now going wild with it as he's one hit away from a good round here.
Trying to catch Gruffgo coming in with some spacing. Catches him with the third hit of the G-Clef. One more round for Donut Lord to get a game on the board. Speaking of.
Oh, yeah. Not bad. Oh, it's not working. Low parry. Very nicely done.
I don't think the button's working. Fine. Gruffgoat is up a game here. Hamstrings, hold on. Man, these lows for Gruffgoat are really working out. Oh, the third hit of the string.
Yeah, very nicely done.
Another final round here.
These two very evenly matched right now. For the record, it is 1 on the side of Gruffgo. If he wins this round, he will take the match here. Has good pressure to start with, getting those hits in, but nice job from Donut Lord. Answering back to a few hits of his own. Does not get punished this time. Ooh, great tech on the throw attempt there. And just shoulder tackles him away. He gets stuff that time. Not going to get a follow-up. Now the throw techs are coming through here. Not falling for anything right now. Just gets punched. Ooh. Gets hit with the heat strike, falls it back with his own heat strike. Oh, but one missed tech, and that's going to be a very close set between these two. Both of these games going to round number 5, but it is going to be Gruff Goat being the winner here and taking it over Donut Lord 2-0. Don't let the scoreboard fool you, folks. That was the 2-0.
Yeah, we'll get that figured out before the next set. So Gruff Goat moving on in the loser side. Donut Lord finishing 7th. Tekken, very nicely done.
Alrighty. So looks like Gruff Goat is going to stay on stream here. A very odd thing, tech issues that we've noted here. That was 2-0, yeah. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we're going to be heading to our next set here. This is going to be Raiden versus Gruff Goat, who we just saw on stream. We're going to be seeing the Kazuya Mishima come out here versus the Paul. And it looks like we're going to be getting actually Paul this time. Captain Falcon retires back to the world of F-Zero. Carried in for one match. Now he's just like, all right, you're about to get your ass beat. I'm out of here.
Yes, and we do have Raiden on the player 1 side, Gruff Goat on the player 2 side. Our names are backwards right now, but that is okay.
Round 1.
Because we all know our boy Raiden, our resident Kazuya player, resident Mishima. And no one else here plays Mishima. I guess consider Jin a Mishima, which is technically Mishima hybrid. Oh, runs into that big knee there from Gruff Goat. He's gonna get a full combo off of this. Not quite gonna get the wall. Okay. Oh, big hammer fist, and he's gonna kill off of that. One little death fist.
And I said Gruff Goat about to get his ass beat. And Gruff Goat took that personally. Yeah. That's a perfect first round. Ladies and gentlemen, don't talk shit.
Yeah. No punish on the low. Okay. Raiden gets the back one too. Nice devil fist, and here we go. Okay, go watch the mid. Get some electrics. Oh, yeah, the mid L sweep. A little bit of heat left. What are we gonna do? Devil fist gets hit. Oh, where's the tornado?
Yeah, doesn't get the full follow up there. Potentially could have gotten the round off it, but even still, it's a very solid answer back round there. Not a perfect, but you don't need it to be a perfect.
Where's the combo? Nothing off counter hit down 4-2. You need that as Kazuya. Gruff Goat so willing to push buttons in the neutral.
Yeah, more than willing to just throw buttons to the wall, see if they stick sometimes. Goes for the command grab, does get teched at the end of the day, but that still puts him in a relatively advantageous situation. As I'm going to say, can go for the wall spot here, doesn't get it, but still has the advantage of pressure. Both of them even right now. Max him, give him the straight left. You gotta do it sometimes.
Throw breaks. Oh, gets hit again. Raiden just looks a bit unsure of how to approach the neutral here in this matchup.
Yeah,
gets another 4-4-2 heat engager. Now he's in, but no launch on the hell sweep.
Yeah, this chooses to cash out the heat with a heat rush there. Does not get any follow-up to it, and now Gruff Goat is in a positive situation. He is just running through, and another grab check. That is game number 1 over the Gruff Goat here.
These throws really working for Gruff Goat, both against Donut Lord and now against Raiden. Checking our throw breaks. We got to get those throw breaks, guys. Man, that one was a counter hit throw, so it's a little more. Raiden gets a bit of a let off the hook a bit there, but ooh, okay, we're going to what was the stage even called? Is this? I don't know. Pack lands?
I have no idea. It sure is a pack land.
Yeah,
that is for sure.
We've got four breaks and 4 blasts. Oh, counter hit down for 2. Immediate tornado. We're gonna break the floor. Not quite.
Yeah, dropping the combo there could have had the floor, but he doesn't go for it. Just hits him with the meaty low. Just smacks him. Doesn't get full combo off of it either. Both players dropping some potentially crucially big hits here that could be the difference maker. Heat activation on that kick. Goes straight for the low. Nicely done. Now you got the life lead. One heat smash will be the difference maker here. Gives him low. Tries to go to the overhead. Does not get a hit.
Nice interrupt.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Just a big straight right. Has to be careful. The heat strike there. I was gonna say heat rush comes out, keeps the pressure up, does get another low strike into the first round here. So Raiden looking a little bit more solid in that situation, but just got opened up in a few crucial locations. Heat activation on the 4-4-2 will carry the momentum forward, but you've got to be a little bit careful because, you know, that's Paul. He gonna punch you, man.
Yeah, and he punches you real hard. Hey, Raiden running out of heat here. Unfortunate because Kazuya gets a hell sweep in heat, and that little yellow square in the middle of the stage here that will break the floor. Engager for Gruff Goat now. And another throw.
Yeah, it just does not get tech this time. Gets another strike. Heat rush forward. Round number 2 over. 1 round away here from moving on to losers semifinals on the side of Gruff Goat. And Raiden looking a little bit lost sometimes, not able to get any sort of open up. I almost feel like at some point you just gotta go for a throw, like just check them. In some of these neutral situations, you just gotta go for the throw and check if they'll do it.
A little late on the punish there on the down 2. I do think Paul can launch that, but he's a bit late. Oh, catches the forward 4-3 this time.
Yeah, there we go.
Gets him to duck. I was just about to say, I kind of want to see Raiden throw out some more hell sweeps because Gruff is not ducking a whole lot. He did block one of them, but he didn't punish it. So, hey, if they're not punishing it, keep doing it. Oh, another forward 3.
Ooh, dodges the heat that time, gets the wall bounce, but just rolls right out of it. Not gonna get the splat, which is the big thing to note there. Goes for the throw, and that time is immediately answered, and no tech on the side of Raiden. So, you know, in that particular case, you went for the throw, he teched it, but then you weren't ready. Good patience there. Not gonna get baited by that. Good hit on the sweep. Got to be looking for something here to open up. You can't be, oh, that's a good punish. That'll be good damage, but you got to keep the pressure up, and you got to make sure to not do anything. Ooh, that's one hit away. One good hit.
Still have heat. Another house sweep for Raiden. Oh, that could have been a punish. And gets the low. Gruff Goat 2-0 over Raiden. Both players did not spend there in that last round.
Yeah, completely heatless in that situation. Raiden, good performance. Both fall in losers quarters. Gruff Goat keeping the momentum going to losers semifinals. And we'll be seeing him once again in a few moments here. Going to be going up against Barry, who we did see a little bit earlier. So yeah, we're going to be seeing Raiden versus Gruff Goat versus Barry here in just a moment. With that being said, we're having some good ass Tekken 8.
Oh yeah.
Here at Bellingham Beatdown at Seaside Slam. We've gone through 3 tournaments today, 2 XKO, still an awful name, Guilty Gear Strive, and Street Fighter 6, closing out our Tekken 8 tournament for the day. Just want to say real quick, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you're in the Bellingham area, anywhere around us, feel free to show up. We host monthly tournaments, weekly tournaments, and you can come in, play some fighting games. You will see every now and then that we do have words are hard. Every now and then we do have tournaments, but while we're waiting for the next match to show up, we can show you, oh, this is the wrong bracket. This says,
no, that's Tekken 8.
Nope, this is the Street Fighter.
Oh, okay. You're so right. It says Tekken 8 at the top, but it is not in fact Tekken 8. Well, I also wanted to say shout outs to everybody in chat. who, you know, potentially couldn't make it out or supporting us from afar. We really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting your locals. I'll give one more shout out to our sponsor. Oh, I thought it would show up, but hey, Sliced, thank you for sponsoring this tournament. Slice located right across the street from our current venue in the Bellis Fair Mall. Or you can use their app to get $5 off your first pickup or delivery order.
Yeah, thank you very much to Sliced. And if you didn't know, chat, the winners of each of the tournaments today do get a free pizza for their victories.
Is it a free pizza? I don't actually know.
I believe it is. I heard it is a whole free pizza.
That would make sense. That's a screaming deal.
It may just be like a small. It may be like a large. It may be just a single slice. I do know it's free pizza.
That's basically an extra $20 to your prize.
Yeah.
Your prize money.
Yeah. Thank you very much again, Sliced. As we head on into our losers semifinals match here, we got Seaside Slam Tekken 8. We're gonna have Barry versus Rough Goat here. We're gonna go ahead.
The guy named Barry is playing a bear. How did I not put that together before?
That's very unobservant of you. Kind of unbearable that you didn't manage to notice that.
I turn the mic off and leave.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're here. Good tech on the throw. We're in round number 1 here in game number 1. And we saw Barry have a little bit of a rough go of it earlier.
Oh my God.
But now we're seeing just perfectly willing to play it strong. Now,
oh my God. Great whip punish from Barry there. He's like, you're really going to charge that up all the way over there? Hold this twin pistons.
Yeah, gets the wall break, has heat, does not have heat on deck, so can't get a full conversion off of it. Rage art is there. That is a whiffed button. It's blocked in time. Gets the punish. Give him the headbutt.
That might have killed him if it hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it potentially could have been the round on that one.
Wolf. Both players playing at range 3 and more right now. Taking their time getting in there. Long range buttons, nice counter hit. Rough Goat. Good job blocking the weird bear get up attacks. Barry going into heat early again. Yeah, last round he popped heat like pretty much right as the round started. But his heat is gone already. Rough Goat still has a full stick of butter ready to go. Nice punish again.
Excellently done. Barry just completely ready for that. Beat them up in the corner. Just mugs them. Give me your dosh. To give me your dosh, I have to go buy more fishing rods to get more fish so I can beat your ass again. We're in round number 3 here. Barry to 2-round advantage. Wins this. Takes the first game here. Not getting a whip on us that time. Heat activation with the heat strike is just going to follow it up with more damage. Does not get a full conversion off of it, but just hits him with the fish. This is the fish I caught with the fishing rod I bought with the money I took from you. Hold it.
Everything is hitting for Barry right now. Yep, running 1+2, and that is game 1.
Yeah,
I don't really have anything else to say. Everything hit. Everything Barry did hit.
Get ready for
Sometimes
the
that's
next
how it
battle.
goes in this fighting game world we live in.
Yep. So here we go. Puma on the side of Barry. A very strong performance in that first game. We'll see if Gruffgoat can respond. We had seen Gruffgoat in some previous matches on stream start off losing the round, but then absolutely bring it back. But we'll see if that can happen again. Right now, oh God, just gets opened up. Wall flat edge, the heat. Beat them up in the corner. Perfect.
Round 2.
For round number 1. It is not looking great for Gruffgoat. The good news is, though, this is loser semi, so even if he loses this game, he's still got one more before he's knocked out of the tournament here. That said, it may just be also getting one more round of getting your ass beat as Kuma running down Gruffgoat right now.
Oh no.
Some just absolutely running him through. No answer from Gruffgoat at all right now. Just seems to be playing for the block for the patience. Finally throws something. Does manage to get a hit in. And now we're seeing that reversal come out. More blocks. Nice hits again. He's getting good straight hits, which is slowly but surely causing that health bar to drop down here. Ducks the first hit. Blocks the second. Very nicely done.
Oh, we've got to punish that Gruffgoat. Down for 2, my guy.
Heat activation. This will be good damage on the combo. Finishes it off. One hit away. The Rainbow there will live the hit and connect through the fish. Oh, let me tell you, the fish is turning into a rocket.
He's dead. Oh, yeah. Or Ruffcoat's face. I don't think he expected to die there.
Yeah, it was a lot of damage coming out there.
Ooh. Yeah,
going for those big meaty hits.
Man,
and he just keeps putting him in the corner. But manages to reverse it that time. Paul maybe feeling a bit claustrophobic in this situation.
Yeah. And Barry is just doing bare things, and Ruffco does not know how to deal with it. He's kind of just sitting back and letting Barry come in. If you let the Bears do that, they've got a lot of meaty plus frames they can use. Unbreakable throw there with a big low will close it out.
Yeah, once again, Barry just closing a 3-0 in that situation. We saw some life from Gruffcoat in the second round there, but Barry once again closing it out very solidly, looking to get a 3-0 here to move on to losers finals. We'll see if he can get the run back in that situation. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're here in game number 3 here at losers semifinals. Immediate heat activation, rushes in. No good damage, can get a heat smash at the end of this even more if he wants to. Chooses not to go for it, tries to go for a setup, gets stuffed that time, but just hit him with the uppercut. Hit him with the, not the electric, but hit him with that uppercut. Yeah, just power through it. Use the armor. Round 2. Domination right now on the side of Barry. Ruffcoat is getting some hits in, but just cannot get anything that leads to a full conversion.
He didn't get the launcher there. He got the duck on the high, but he didn't get the launch. Just nothing is going right now. Plus frames, Salmon Hunter. Trying to get a death. Oh, got a whiff there. It's definitely the most unfortunate part about all of this is that Ruffcoat is getting some whiffs. He's getting some mistakes from Barry, but he's not punishing him.
Yeah, and just getting it. You're in the corner. You're dealing with the big bear, his big meaty claws, and you're just not able to do anything about it. And sometimes you can feel lost in the situation. And right now, you're gonna feel lost for another second as I put you in the corner again.
Hold on. I need to back that up. Did that electric just beat armor?
I do not know.
It made the glass shattering sound effect. And he did the electric. I didn't know that beats armor. Why does that beat armor? Why did it do that?
Showing signs of life here. Gets a quality good couple hits. Block the attack there. Doing good. Oh, manages to punch. Crumple, but no follow-up. Is still good hits. Opens him up. This could be a chance. Some comeback from Gruffcoat there. Was on his last breath. Brings it all the way back to keep himself alive here. And that might be the momentum killer that you need on the side for the side of Barry in order to get back in the game.
I would love to see Gruffcoat do super roll when Barry's on the ground and starts doing these bear get-ups. I think that might clip him. Oh, speaking of rolling, heat smash, sidestep, and just plus frames after plus frames after plus frames. And Gruffcoat tries to interrupt, but he just gets counter hit.
Good tech on the throw, at least keeps himself alive from there, but he's so close to get dead again. Have to go for another big comeback here, and that time you just can't do it. That is going to be Barry taking it 3-0 over Gruffcoat. Gruffcoat, a great losers run, 3 straight matches here on stream, just manages to run into the Barry wall. And it is a very unfortunate situation.
Yeah, sometimes you just come out to your local Tekken tournament to play some cool fighting games, and then you just get mauled by a bear.
It's unfortunate. It's, you know, it's everyone. It does, in fact, happen to everyone. It is very unfortunate. But that is going to be 3-0 on the side of Barry as we move on to losers finals. All right. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, do you want to...
Who's that? That's Beetle.
Yeah, real nasty Beetle. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, once again, give you a shout out to our sponsor here today, Sliced Family Eatery. You can savor the best Italian food and handcrafted pizza in the town of Bellingham, Washington. right across the way from the Bells Fair Mall. Order online or by phone. You can pick up between sets. If you use the app, you can get $5 off your first pickup or delivery order. Make sure to check it out. We got the QR code on the stream here today. Get some good pizza, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the Bellingham area.
I gotta say, I've never felt more like a real commentator than I have today after reading sponsorships. It feels weirdly good. I'm not gonna lie.
It doesn't it feel weird? It's like,
it's kind of satisfying, but it's also weird, you know?
Because it's one of those things where you get into the flow state of it, where like you don't need to read the script or anything about it. Like they'll tell you, here, say some things like that, or say this specific thing. When you get into that flow state and you just start delivering it, like it's such a good feeling.
Yeah, it's like when you've it's kind of like when you've like finally memorized your lines. I don't know. Were you a theater kid?
I
don't know if you should put that out there, but
oh, don't worry about it. Everyone knows I'm a theater kid.
I was a theater kid for a week in high school, but
get ready for the next
I did a lot of acting. I did want to be a professional voice actor at some point. Unfortunately, the rise of certain generative structures of bullshittery it's kind of put a stop to that for me. Neither here nor there. We're in for losers finals here in Tekken 8. We are seeing Barry on the Kuma, Real Nasty Beetle on the Jin Kazama. Real Nasty Beetle looking to get a
sidesteps the heat burst, gets the twin fist. Barry has gained so many. That's the third whip punish he's gotten with the twin piston. Booty to break the wall, do a wall blast.
Yeah, 85 damage. Extremely solid hits there. Ooh, good job there. Just follows it up.
I love that. He gets the trade and just runs in and throws him after the heat smash.
It's what the last thing you expect when you trade with somebody? A throw? No, absolutely not.
It's hard to say what the last thing I would expect in that situation was, but I probably wouldn't be ready to break the throw. But then again, I don't play this game, so. Okay, good punish on the bear hop kick. Nice. Oh, is that gonna whip? Yeah, canceled it.
Yeah, good.
Very tried to twin pistons there, I think.
Yeah.
That hit the wall from so far.
That was an unreal wall break.
Enjoy that while you can, Nasty Beetle, because that is one thing that is definitely going away in season 3. Heat smashes will no longer wall. Oh, actually, they'll probably still wall blast. They will still wall blast. They'll still trigger like wall breaks and stuff like that, but they will no longer wall splash.
Yeah. We'll see that go away come season 3 very shortly here in a moment. That being said, heat activation gives them the electric, gives them the bear swipe uppercut, getting some good damage follow-up. He will not be able to explode this wall, but gets a good 80, 90 damage out of it. Continues to pressure forward, but Real Nasty Beetle just says, I don't care, it's your turn on the corner.
Down forward 4, closes it out 3 rounds straight. The Nasty Beetle, those are some quick ones.
Yeah, Real Nasty Beetle, incredibly solid performance right out of the gate. There's a reason it took them all the way till winners finals to finally drop a set.
Yeah. And then this is kind of where Bear's game plan falls apart, is like when you start rushing them down, they really don't have the defensive tools that other characters have. So if you can, just run your offense, then you don't really have to worry about the Bear shenanigans. But the problem is that the game starts in a neutral state every time, every round. So
yeah,
you have to get that initial hit on the Bears. And, good Bear players will make that hard.
Yeah, you do start with the Bear necessities in this matchup, but you can't
do this anymore, dude.
Round number 1 goes over to Real Nasty Beetle. Barry going to strike back. Good headbutt. Following the pressure forward. Does get opened up on the low, but only a glancing hit. Not going to be that much damage. That being said, that could have led to some huge hit. Great job with the damage there. Punishes the sidestep attempt. And we're going to continue things forward in this situation. Nice throw. Good damage. Keys him again, trying to roll away from the situation. Heat activation probably going to be, or definitely going to be blocked, rather.
Oh, nice. A little punish there. Not quite a whiff punish, but we'll take the plus frames.
Tech on the throw. Nice job. Gets the headbutt. Full on heat activation. Rushes in. Now you got to be careful. Just chooses to go for the heat red dash. And that is going to be a rage art activation. Real Nasty Beetle perfectly aware of the situation.
He did an airborne, so I think he's alive. Yep. No damage on that. 47. Oh, it's the down two. That move has so much range. One of the best round enders since Tekken 7. Okay, that laser cannon doing the full string. There he gets caught.
Oh, nice block. Continues to be patient for the follow-up. Once again, none of those headbutts are connecting. Does get the overhead this time for the heat activation. Follows it up with the throw. You're in a rough spot. The heat smash is ready. That is a wall break continuation for the combo. A perfect to close out game number 2. Real Nasty Beetle is in full on control of this set right now.
Yeah, that is 6 rounds straight.
Get ready for the next battle.
6 rounds straight against Barry.
And we're not seeing the swap to the Panda either. We're sticking with the Kuma for this game. Ride or die is going to be the choice here.
Gets hit by the third hit again. Okay, gets a sit. No! That's the second time he hasn't been able to get that combo off of the Salmon Hunter. And that's such a good, important move for the Bears. You want to be able to get some value off of that. Okay, just backing up. Trying to find something in neutral here, but Nasty Beetle is coming in with the lows and just chipping him out.
Hits him twice low, tries to go for the mid, gets a good frame situation, and just falls up for the finish. We are seeing the heat activation though. Tries to go for the side step, playing it patient. He knows that Real Nasty Beetle is not really falling for those headbutts, trying to go for something different there. Still doesn't work. Yeah, tries to go for heat smash, gets fully blocked. We'll get some heal out of that in that situation. Heat activation is going to get punished. That could be leading to a lot of really good damage here, because that is a huge opener. Could be looking at a solid 90 for a finish. Not quite going to get the full finish, but does get the headbutt finally that time. And we're looking alive. All of that white health back. That's going to be rough. You're no longer in a one-hit situation, but you do get the strings. And finally, Barry looks alive. Takes a first round in 8 rounds against Real Nasty Beetle. What's the answer going to be from Real Nasty Beetle here? Well, it just looks like more domination, starting off very strong.
Wow, that punished? Yep. 4-4-2, Barry minus.
Good technical throw. He's going to get the heat activation here. Goes with the headbutt again. This time gets armored through. Good awareness. And now you're once again go low. You're just 1 hit away. 2 rounds up in this game. 1 round 4 is the difference between Real Nasty Beetle and going to grand finals.
Okay. They're trying to find something that can work. Beetle's movement has been so good this set. He's been sidestepping so many of Barry's options to get punishes, and that has really been the difference between this set versus Barry versus Drufko.
Yeah, that's a good open up here. This will be good damage. Goes to the wall.
One more hit
to go for a reset, but that's all you need. Real Nasty Beetle, a solid 3-0, only dropping 1 round in that entire sequence. Excellently done from Real Nasty Beetle. Will now get the run back against Aegis Rick, sitting in winner's side of grand finals.
Yep, shout outs to Barry for getting 3rd place, earned himself a medal, and gets into the top 3 picture end of the day. Very good stuff. But Beetle is going to make it back to grand finals to play the run back against Aegis Rick. So last time, this set went very one-sided.
Yeah,
started out pretty close, but you know, as the set went on, Aegis Rick just started pulling away.
Yeah,
so we'll see if Beetle can make some adjustments here and keep it closer. Maybe he can get a game on the board.
Yeah, that first round in that set we saw earlier goes to game number 5, and then from there, it's almost as if Aegis Rick just said, "I've got you absolutely downloaded. I know your every move," and just went straight to Aegis Rick from there. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go into grand finals here, but we will show you the bracket of how we got here for today. We, of course, see Aegis Rick on the winner's side. Loser's side is Real Nasty Beetle. the path that they took to get here. Not a very long one on the side of Aegis Rick, all things considered. Having the higher seed, being one of their strong performers, only needs to get 3 wins to get there. But hey, those 3 wins are all dominant, not dropping a single game across the board.
I want to give a shout out to Gruffgoat, our 4th place player, who dropped into losers round 1, made it all the way to losers semifinals before losing to Barry. So good stuff to Gruffgoat. That's quite a losers run.
Yeah, we are going to be going into grand final. Real Nasty Beetle on the Jin Kazama, Aegis Rick on the Asuka. And of course, Aegis Rick looked very dominant, as we said before. Let's see what we have here in grand finals of Tekken 8, ladies and gentlemen, here at Seaside Slam. This will be our final match of the tournament today. Let's make it a good one.
Yeah.
The activation coming out. Good low parry. That's going to lead to some really strong damage here.
Gets the wall.
71
wall combo.
Yeah, 71 damage. Can't go for the full biggest finisher known as Asuka. Nails it. Oh, but the big whip. Hammerman damage. Excellent punish. Good awareness of the situation from Real Nasty Beetle. Notices the whip and immediately takes advantage of it. Goes low again. He's got Aegis Rick in such a rough position here. Not going for anything too low and safe, but that time does get punished. Only takes a few hits of damage for it.
Down 1+2.
7 seconds left.
Nice roll. Good armor. What's he do here? Just backs up. Nice. Keep out with the back 2-1.
Yeah, very smart. Right at the end there, that is a situation where Aegis Rick now has to get in immediately to have any chance to win the round because of the timeout. And the Real Nasty Beetle, aware of it, just hits him low and secures the round. Very nicely done.
Now Rick's back to the breakable wall. Blocks the heat smash. Down forward 1-4 for the wall break. And we're gonna but down for 1 whiffs. Could have gotten the balcony break as well, but he was just out of range.
Got good damage in here, but just gets one punch in the mouth. A roundhouse connecting forward. The whiff on the heat strike, though, that's not going to be a continuation of the combo. That could be round ending, and yes, it is. Real Nasty Beetle showing signs of life. We saw the same situation before, though, where Real Nasty Beetle goes up 2-0 in the rounds, only to get reversed 3-0'd. Aegis Rick starting off strong in this round. Will we see history repeat itself?
I know, Aegis Rick looking a little shaky right now. Maybe he's cooled off a bit after going all that downtime between winners finals and now. Nasty Beetle's had a set in between to keep warm. And now he gets the balcony break. Wall combo.
Catches him low and a roll.
Oh, counter hit from Rick.
This is great damage going to be coming out here. Can get the full ender, uses the heat smash, gets that roundhouse kick. Will he set up for the unblockable? No, just hits him low. Proper block on the heat smash. Good awareness. Is playing so much with these plus frames, but just gets opened up at the end of day. Aegis Rick now showing that signs of life. The history might end up repeating itself here.
Yeah, if you're Nasty Beetle, you want to close this game out right now. You do not want this to go to a final round. Nice down forward 4 for the heat engager. Nice 2-4. Just keep it locked down. Don't let Rick press any buttons here. Nice punish though from Rick. The lows starting to add up. Oh, that was punch parry, I think.
The players right now not throwing out super risky moves, but that whiff punish it doesn't need to throw out something risky. If you just get whiff punish, that is going to be round number 4. We are going to round number 5 in game number 1 here. History may very well be repeating itself. Good open up on the sweep for some good damage. And this is I'm just gonna say it. This is a round that Real Nasty Beetle absolutely needs to get. We saw this same thing occur in the previous set in winners finals. This could be the momentum. This could just be the momentum ender if Aegis Rick takes the round here.
Yeah, and momentum ender is the perfect choice of words. It's because what Aegis Rick wants to do is put up that wall and just stop Beetle from ever getting in, ever. And yeah, just by stopping his momentum. Unfortunately, Nasty Beetle with his back to the wall here, taking some lows. Trying to get his way out. Okay, the hell sweep gets blocked, but no launch. He burst from Rick.
Protect it there, and heat match. And you see the lean back and the lean forward from Aegis and Real Nasty Beetle respectively. This could be the beginning of the end right here, because we saw the same thing occur in the winner's final set. Real Nasty Beetle goes up 2 rounds, drops 3, and then drops the rest of the game, looking like he was lost in that set. So we'll go into game number 2 here. We could already be seeing momentum have completely shifted to Aegis Rick at this point.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be a little punish. 2-4. Throwing out some mids. Oh, inner strength. 1+2 counter hit. We're taking the floor. Well, we got to see the floor break because we didn't get to see any floor breaks last time we were on the stage.
Yeah, finishing with this kick here. Not going to set up for the unblockable. The activation is gonna go. Punish rushes in with the uppercut. Aegis Rick, no delay on that at all. Knows how far he is. Probably going to whiff regardless. Chooses to think he'll go for the stop.
Wow, okay. Detonate on hell sweep. We'll take that.
Yeah, detonate that damage. Get some good damage for the wall splat. That's a very, very good start on the side of Real Nasty Beetle. This could be the round. This is the round that you need. Like, you've now lost 4 rounds in a row. You need to take one back. Momentum is a very real thing. It may not matter like that much in the grand scheme of things, but sometimes all it is your opponent has got 4 rounds, 5 rounds, 6 rounds. They're on a battle high and you're on a battle low. All it takes is one good round to switch that around, and that's what you need to look out for. But right now, Aegis Rick just opening him up, gets the ground explosion again. And we're looking at Aegis Rick potentially taking game number 2, and starts off with a low parry. Great damage, heat activation, can get the full finisher here for a solid 64. And just looks up again.
Oh, not quite. Right, same kind of situation, but this time Rick is not able to get the 4-2.
Heat smash though immediately puts him into Rage Art range. A rough spot to be in for Real Nasty Beetle, and that's gonna get punished. Aegis Rick, 6 straight rounds. 2-0 in the set.
After dropping the first 2 rounds in the first game, takes 6 straight, and Nasty Beetle once again looks like he has no answers.
Yeah.
Round 1.
Okay, no more stage shenanigans. Just honest Tekken.
Good tech.
I lie.
I lie.
Me when I lie. Anyway. Okay, nice punish there. Oh, what the hop kick? Hold on. Asuka hop kick? Didn't know she had a hop kick, but here we are. Full combo to the wall. Damn, that 111?
This character is perfectly balanced.
Right, that 111, Chad.
Round number 1 over to Aegis Rick in game number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, as a reminder, this is a tournament point for Aegis Rick here. If Aegis takes this game, the tournament is over. Real Nasty Beetle has to not only stop what is now a 7 straight round victory for Aegis Rick, but also has to reverse 3-0 him in this set to keep his tournament life alive right now. And even then, he's got another 3 games to win, another full set. It is looking rough for Real Nasty Beetle right now. Aegis Rick got the download. The players right now playing it patient, not going for anything too crazy. Does get a good low hits here, and there you go. That's the pressure Real Nasty Beetle needs. Stops the momentum of 7 straight rounds. Has gotten 1 back. But can he keep that pressure going? Can he cut the momentum as we continue forward? Both players are playing it very slow right now. Good hits on the side of Asuka. Aegis Rick getting good damage. Another player throwing anything that could get them super punished. Great activation. Another good throw tech. But keeps pressure forward and then gets hit by the low parry.
Aegis Rick is so ready for everything Nasty Beetle is trying to do. I feel like I've said that like 3 times this set. It's just what has been happening in front of me. Okay. Gonna get a wall combo here. Oh, laser cannon. What's the mix? Mid? Low? Okay. One more hit. There we go.
All right. And just like that, Real Nasty Beetle has a chance to take a game off of Aegis Rick, who has not dropped the game this whole tournament. Keep that in mind, chat.
That is true. I was going to point that out before this. Aegis Rick has not dropped a game this whole tournament. Clean heat smash from Nasty Beetle. Aegis Rick back to the wall again. And this is where Beetle has to take advantage, because it doesn't matter. In this game, once you get your opponents back to the wall, sometimes it doesn't matter how good they are. They all get mixed like the rest of them.
Yeah, but that low parry, following it up with the kick. Once again, not close enough to really feel comfortable trying to go for that unblockable, but just opens them up anyway, evens the rounds up. This is a tournament decider here, folks. Aegis Rick's round wins the tournament. Real Nasty Beetle wins the round, keeps himself alive. So far, so good, but a punch. Nice dodge with the sidestep to get a good hit. Not gonna get a full punish off of it. Still a solid one to begin with.
Will punish the forward 4 again? That move has such good range on Jin. To see someone whiff punish it is just insane. Aegis Rick so locked in, avoids the spring kick again. This combo might kill. Heat dash, not quite. One more hit. Ooh, okay, counter hit 4-4. That's what Beetle's been looking for this whole set.
Heat activation with the strike, gets the wall splat in a rough spot with health, but it gets low parried again. Doesn't fix the combo though this time.
Out of the way, but it
doesn't matter. Still gets it in the end. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of your Tekken 8 tournament for today at Bellingham Beatdown Seaside Slam is Aegis Rick.
Dropping 0 games.
0 games across the board. And here we see the finish here. That momentum is there, but he goes for the kick and just gets low parried. And that kick has gotten low parried 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
He just sees it and he's ready for it at this point. Excellently done. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, your champion of today's Tekken 8 tournament, Aegis Rick, with the Oscar.
Our 4th and final winner of a free pizza today. Congratulations to Aegis Rick. Great turnout for all of our tournaments today. It's been awesome. We had a great venue today. I'm going to pass it off to our stream master, Donut Lord, in just a second, whenever he's ready.
Yeah, in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we can go ahead and show you the top 8 for today's tournament. Of course, sitting in there in 7th place, tied for 7th, Mr. Scoot and Donut Lord. Tamasha and Raiden at the 5th place. Rough Goat with a very impressive losers bracket run, making it to 4th place today. Barry showing solid performance once again on the Kuma and the Panda. And of course, Real Nasty Beetle performing very well, but just unable to break the wall that is Aegis Rick.
Yep. Very strong showing today. We love to see it.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are now all done for today with tournaments here at Bellingham Beatdown Seaside Slam. But I do want to just go ahead and thank our sponsor one last time here.
Yes, thank you. I'll do it for the last time. Thank you to Slice for sponsoring our tournaments. Just really cool in general to have a sponsor for our fighting game tournaments. We really appreciate it. You can use their app to get $5 off your first pickup or delivery order. And yeah, like we've been saying, all of our bracket winners will be winning free pizza from Sliced. So thank you once again for sponsoring our tournament. Yeah. And I think I am going to step aside so that don't say some words. I guess one last thing. First of all, thanks for commentating with me.
Absolutely.
Always a pleasure. And I did want to say the real reason that I was mad about the bear puns was because I couldn't come up with any myself. So I just wanted you to know that you are a worthy opponent.
To be fair, I have an advantage from having played Persona 4 about 8 times.
Fair enough. All right, well, that's going to be it for me. We're just about done here. So Thanks for having me. My name is Fortissimo, and I am handing it off to our man, Donut Lord.
Yep. Thank you very much. Fortissimo signing off. And here is the TO of the hour. Hello.
Hello. Good to see you, chat. Popped in for a minute earlier, but so busy on stream and games and around that hi. We're here now. Oh, this is a fun one.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we're ending a little earlier than I thought we would, but games just kept zooming. I mean, shoot, 2x KO, that was fun.
Yeah.
So many for Guilty Gear today. Like,
yeah, that was the most entered tournament today. 16 entered. We had 1 drop for the day.
Yeah.
15 total. Very, and a very competitive tournament as well. Like, you look at the bracket for Guilty Gear, you see the 4th place player loses to me in Winterside, goes on to outplace me, but loses to the person that knocked me out, Emerald Panic, right?
Yeah.
You know, a very competitive tournament. Could have gone a lot of different ways across the board, realistically.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, anybody watching, we got some good players out here. Maybe you could come test your mettle against them. We'll have to see if we can work Strive in. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to try and run some more Strive tournaments here in Bellingham. And of course, Street Fighter, Tekken, fun as always. But guys, we'll be back 29th of March, 30th, whatever the Sunday is that weekend. We'll be back. So 2 weeks time, more Street Fighter 6 with Alex finally in the mix. Ooh. We might be graduating with another wrestler to our repertoire. But more Tekken 8 and even more Tekken 8 because Real Nasty Beetle, Aegis Rick is he's got him he's got 2 bracket wins over him, and he's on a 3-win streak here in Bellingham, counting regular beatdowns in Seaside now. So
yeah,
he's looking pretty good. I mean, Real Nasty Beetle's gonna have to defend that crown. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Battle for the Crown is coming. Hop in the Discord. Make sure to follow us. Don't miss the next one. And shout out to Sliced as well one last time. Appreciate you guys. Free pizza for all the winners. And y'all can take advantage of some of that deal. Get $5 off on the app. Order for pickup or delivery if you're around. Next time you're at a beatdown, they're right there. So hit them up. But I think that's going to be about it for us. GG's all around. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Thanks to everybody for playing. Yeah, it's an exciting time for the fighting game scene. We got some new games coming out. And like I said, some good streams coming your way. So
yeah,
stay tuned. Thank you to you for holding it down on commentary, and for Tissimo and Quarter as well. Appreciate all y'all. And yeah, we'll see you about the same time in 2 weeks time though. So follow. See you there. I'm Donut Lord signing off.
I'm Lord Fluffy signing off. Have a good one, everybody.